that tries to avoid combat at all costs is the new best base for MMA. What a fight. He's rushing to smoke a cigarette outside. True. Tough for Protes, man. Hard to get on someone moving that much, but there you go. Decision for Garry. Dare him to say he deserves a title shot. And no one's trying to watch him fight, dude. Fucking boring ass bitch. Kale shake, cigarettes. Does Protes know the word urgency? He tried. Used 0 cardio and threw 10 punches in 5 rounds. I know, lame. What the fuck? Protes could have ended it there. He could have. He should have gone for it, but no. Do an extra round so Protes can knock him out. Garry had twice Protes' strikes. He just peppered him. It's cool. Moved backwards. Protes could have won if he threw some rabbit punches. Mafia played him. I think he almost had Garry finished there. Vegan diet almost bit Machado in the ass. Rear naked was there for Protes. Protes should have kept ground and pound. He should. They actually showed Garry's corner, instructed him to avoid the fight multiple times. They did, yeah. Garry tried getting on his knees with him, and Protes said he wasn't doing that gay shit. He was just done the fuck. Throw 3 good ground and pound, and he's done. I know. Brendan Allen, our final minute. Throw down punch, yeah. Could have KO'd him. I know. What the fuck? Fighting nerd. Gay Jew. Yeah. Beaten by a gay, boring fuck. Avoiding the fight at all costs. There you go. Good performance by Garry. Yeah, good shit. Called it. Should have bet the farm. Yeah, Ian Garry won. Decision. Shit fight. As usual. Every Ian Garry fights this way. MVP fight. He avoided every exchange. Just stalled it with grappling and takedowns and peppering shots that didn't even do anything. Same thing against Jeff Neal as well. And now the same thing against Protes. And he stalled his way to a loss against Rachmanov. Good shit. Last round's 10-8. No, it wasn't a 10-8. Buckley will put it on Garry for sure. Protes could have magdied him. Protes carried by bums, fighting nerds. Just like Ian Shavkat, Protes lost the decision, won the fight. Honestly, I think Protes will bounce back. He looked good. God, welterweight sucks. JDM, please save us. Protes, so many donos, guys. I'm not going to be able to read them. Protes juggling Garry on the floor for the last 45 seconds instead of wailing down. What a loser, I know. Garry became a Lionheart in that last round. Cigarette smoke caught up to his... Okay, Protes Garry on the ground in the Smith position, just looks at him. I know. JDM sleeps both. Garry, the way he went on his knees, the end. 10-8 man draw. Ian Garry makes me sick. Dude, what the fuck? Protes had it. I know, dude. Throw some hammer fists. All that talk and he stalls at every opportunity. Does UFC think Garry's style is good for the business? I don't care. Ian broke like the soy he is. Never be champ. Felt Protes could have easily finished Garry with the tools he has. Just too low IQ. Protes needs some counter-striking. Protes needs to fight another 37-year-old who hasn't fought in 2 years. Protes should have phoned a Chandler special. Protes has no finishing instincts. He does. He has some of the best in the sport, but round 5, it was tough. Garry stalled out a boring fight by decision. Dude, Bedtime MMA's picks, undefeated so far. I'm taking JDM if he's doing it. JDM would have finished him there. That literally had him face down, just a few punches. He liked his work too much, looked for the KO. Shame fighting nerds were farming bad karma. Literally was a bitch for just crawling away from him. Like you said, Protes doesn't have the cardio when it gets to deep water because of the SIGs. CP, look what happened to Ian when I fought him. Nobody's done that to Ian. No. You could know Ian Garry's going to act like he's the interim champ. Enjoy my €2. Loving your tears. I mean, it's all right, innit? I'm going to be angry about this. What's he saying on the mic? Yeah, Ian Garry. Shut the fuck up. Nobody see you fight for a title. Every fight you have is boring. Crying on the post show. Thank you for the 2. It seems like Garry's game plan is always don't get finished and don't finish the fight. True. Laura Sanko screaming for Garry's getting annoying. That's why the BMF belt's good. Thank you for the 2. I'm a hop on UFC 5 and KO Garry fight 50 times. Anyone happy after that just loves eating UFC slop. It's just that I was wrong in my pick. If I picked Ian Garry, they would unanimously be saying that he was boring. Garry reminds me of Zalal. Tippy tap shots, then literally moving. Smart but boring. Looked finished at the end. Protes had it there. I don't know why he didn't throw more ground and pound. I'm going to rewatch it now. I swear to God, dude, he had him out in the 5th round. Had him ready to be finished in the 5th round, man. He actually had him like concussed there with the first few hammer fists. And then he pushed off and tried letting him up. You know? He's trying to tee off and have like an exciting moment in an Ian Garry fight, which is near impossible to do. But he's just pushing him. Stuffs a takedown again. Ian Garry on his knees in front of him again, just holding on for dear life. This is where you got to throw back of the headshots, you know? Protes just standing over him, letting him back up. Not getting the shots off that he needs to. Dude, Garry was fucking out on a few times here at the end. Without question, boring fight. Anytime there was momentum or violence, Garry failed to take down and touch gloves. True. Shit fight, the way Ian just point fights and runs along the outside of the cage pisses me off. And what the fuck was that? Carlos absolutely pissed, yeah. I don't know why he didn't go for it at the end. These fights make me want to stop watching. Thank you for the 2. Garry said you'd have a tight night with Layla. Don't care. Don't say you represent us and then speak Portuguese. You can't speak Irish and learn to box. You traitor. Out on his knees for the last minute. Luke Thomas going to be insufferable. I genuinely think Protes finishes him in a rematch. Yeah, most likely. Now he's got to read for it. He'd destroy him in a rematch, I reckon. Cope, fat. Thank you for the 2. Technically, Ian did make Protes quit in the end. Yeah, by being on his knees in front of him, yeah. I wish cigarettes and tattoo was the best base for MMA. Think Ian Garry's wife runs his shit? I don't know. He was out, his eyes were gone. I know, but Protes sold. He did. He was looking for, like, to let him stand up and crack him, but it just never happened. Scared me. There we go. Shit main event, shit Ian Garry fight, but come to be expected. Pick what's worse for the sport and shit boring fighters and you'll be correct most of the time in the sport. Pick Ankalaev to stall takedowns and do his thing. Like, just fail takedowns, man. You got to shoot him in the sport. I think what Masvidal did to Askren made people sort of worried about shooting so many failed takedowns and being shit at grappling, but you've got to shoot him even if you're going to fail him. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to happen. That Masvidal-Askren thing might have changed it for everyone. Carlos low IQ confirmed, just staring at Ian. Never call a Rogan based again. Based. Okay. I know it's more pathetic that Protes lost to Garry style. True. Garry would be more dangerous if he wasn't vegan. The fighting nerds, Ian Machado, Garry voiced. The fighting nerds. God. Laura Sanko for sure wants to duck Garry. Almost went as far as saying he's the best to ever do it. Anytime there's an ounce of when he clearly needed it. 100 moneyline bet results. Guru 10-4. Nice. 61.5%. We're bringing it up, dude. 104 to 65. We're doing it. Anti-Guru now in the red. I'm beating him. Thank you for the $5, dude. We're bringing back the picks. We're doing well this year. Protes didn't use his left even on ground and pound. Might have broke it with a head kick early with one of the blocks. The welterweight division is atrocious, God bless. I think Garry just outclassed him in the first 3. Yeah, he did move well and avoid it well and teep at him and jab at him and shit. It was good. Protes will switch to nicotine pouches for the rematch. I'm so happy for Ian Garry. Protes should have fake dapped and slept him. Damn, I can feel the embarrassment through my screen. About to KO Garry dead on UFC 5. Should have done the same on stream. Don't forget about the stalling glove taps and smiles. I know it's lame. It just makes it more of a sparring session and not a fight. But that's the thing in the sport now. Just don't make it a fight. Dun 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 dun.